All right, guys, here we are, day two. I'm going to start the camera this way instead of this way because last time I did that, that light was reflecting behind my head really bad. So here it is. I don't know if you can see behind me, but everything is packed except for that duffel bag. That's the last thing I got to take out. Yeah, this is my last day. Everything's packed up. Gotta go drop my keys off at the office and stop and get gas and a few things, and I'll be on my way out. So it is currently going on noon on Friday, so not sure when my next update will be, but somewhere down the road, probably next time I stop for gas. But yeah, so just a quick little show around here, the things I'm leaving behind. My roommates were complaining that I wasn't giving them anything towards the rent for this week, and I'm like, well, I'm not gonna be here this week. But yeah, so I'm leaving that vent. If you're wondering what that was, it used to go from our air conditioner to that little vent in the wall there, because there's no air conditioning in the bedroom and they like to close that door at night, so they were constantly complaining how hot it was in there. So I went and bought a vent out of my pocket, connected to the air conditioner, ran it to that vent so it was blowing cold air in there. I asked them if they wanted me to leave it hooked up or take it apart. Since they didn't have any tools, they said take it apart. I could have fit it in the car, but I decided against it. And I was like, do you guys want to keep this in case you want to reinstall it, or you want me to trash it? And they said just go ahead and leave it there. So there's that. That was like $30 out of my pocket, by the way. I'm leaving my chair, which was $20 at Walmart. I bought the $20 one because I intended to leave it behind. There was another one that was like $40 that I wanted to get that was a lot more comfortable, but I would have wanted to take that one with me, and so I got the cheaper one instead. The file cabinet I got for free. I had 3 of those. I threw the other 2 out. I was going to throw this one out too. They said to leave it up here, they might want to use it. I also left them this, which I could still fit in my car, but there's no point because it's empty. And that only cost me like $5, so it's not that big a deal. I asked them if they wanted the file cabinet or that. They said this, and then they said go ahead and leave the file cabinet up here too. I'm also leaving them my jar of peanuts, which actually has a bunch of pennies in it, and some free McDonald's foods. It's a couple McGriddles and a few medium fries, and some thumbtacks so they can hang a curtain back up over this window since I took mine down. Yeah, and pretty much that's it. I cleaned up the kitchen, which, as you can see from their dirty dishes from the last couple days, they don't bother to do. Those will probably still be there in a month growing mold. Oh, and I left them the M&Ms from whatever the last holiday special was. So that is it, guys. Just gotta take my one duffel bag, go down, turn in the keys, and I'll be on my way. I gotta grab my ice packs out of the freezer and throw them in my cooler, which is already down in the car. So that makes sense. So I gotta carry down cold ice packs in my hand. Yay. But yeah, that's it. I'm out. Not sure when my next update will be, but I'll see you guys soon. All right, guys, don't know how well this is going to work. I had to lower the quality on the camera because the HD setting seems to be draining the battery way too fast. But as you can kind of see behind me here, I'm all packed up. I'm in the car. Just got gas, checked all my fluids, checked my belts, make sure everything's good to go. Now I'm going to head out to the highway. So I got to get my phone out, set my GPS so I know where I'm going, and I'll update you guys next time I stop. So until then. All right, guys, hopefully you can see me. Just got off of 93 South, getting ready to get onto 40 East, which will take me the rest of the way across. I am currently in Kingman, Arizona, about 75 miles into Arizona from Nevada. So I'm about to get onto 40, and that'll take me all the way to Memphis. So not sure when I'll be stopping again, probably once I need gas. I'm still about 3/4 of a tank right now, so I'm pretty good for a while. I'll probably stop when I get down to like 1/4 of a tank. Gonna try to maybe make it down as far as Texas, and then may stop for the night, may get a hotel room, not sure. But then I'll kind of go from there. So yeah, I'm in no hurry because I have no place to be. So yeah, I'll update you guys next time I stop. All right, guys, hopefully you can see me. It is kind of dark out now, and last time I tried to film something in the dark, you couldn't see my face, but I haven't used this camera for this before, so I don't know. So I've just entered New Mexico, about 20 miles in, stopped to fill up the gas tank because it was about 1/8 of a tank. I was going to stop in Flagstaff, but I was only at half a tank, so I was like, I'll go a little bit further. Then I was going to stop in Winslow and get something to eat, and I wasn't really that hungry, so I was like, well, I'll just keep going until I get down to about 1/4 of a tank. I got down to 1/4 of a tank and there wasn't really much around. I was like, okay, well, I'll get into New Mexico because I know there's a truck stop there. Of course, about 10 miles before the border, there's an accident, so everyone's stopped and I'm sitting here creeping along. I'm like, well, I might make it. Finally, we cleared the accident and started going again, and then it started downpouring and I could not see anything, so I just kind of had to pull over and wait till the rain stopped a little bit, and then I made it the rest of the way. Still haven't got anything to eat. I'm a little hungry, but not really. I might see if there's like a McDonald's around or something, grab something there. I did go inside the truck stop to see what they had. They didn't really have anything, but I did buy myself an audiobook.
so I got something to listen to on the way because the radio keeps going out and my phone keeps losing signal. This isn't the one I was looking for, but I bought it anyway. This is Dean Koontz, The Vision. I was actually looking for another audiobook of his. It was a book I started reading at one point when I was in middle school. I never got around to finishing it because I had to return it to the library, and I just never checked it back out after that. Last time I was going through Flagstaff, going out to Nevada, I stopped into a truck stop and they had it on audiobook, and I was like, oh shit, I should get that, but I was kind of pushing it with funds at that point, so I was like, well, I'll get it some other time, and I actually passed by the truck stop when I was going through Flagstaff, and I was like, I should stop and get it, but then I said, well, if they have it any other truck stop, I'll probably have it too. So I checked here, they didn't have it, but they had another one by the same author, so I'm going to listen to this and see how much further down the road I can get. It is pitch black out right now, so I don't know how much further I'm going to get. I might try and get to as far as Albuquerque, and then maybe I'll stop for the night. I was going to try and get to Texas, which is just on the other side of New Mexico, I believe. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to get that far. We'll see. So I'm going to go listen to my audiobook, go find something to snack on, and get back on the road. All right, guys, again, don't know if you can see me with this poor lighting. It is currently 2:41 a.m. according to my clock, but I've crossed at least one time zone, so not exactly sure what time it is compared to when I left. I left my apartment at around 1 in the afternoon, maybe a little bit sooner than that. I've been driving well over 12 hours now, and I'm almost to the Texas border, but I'm a little tired, so I stopped at a truck stop to grab some food finally, a lot later than I had planned on, just because everything was closed along the way. How do you have a rest stop on the side of the highway and you're closed? That makes no sense. So I ended up getting most of the way through New Mexico. I'm about 300 miles-ish into New Mexico. I think I got another 50, 60 miles to go before the border. I was planning to stop in Amarillo, but that's still about another 200 miles from here, maybe like 180, 200, something like that. So I don't think I'm going to make it there tonight. I'm probably going to sleep here in the car for a little bit, which is going to be next to impossible because I can't even stretch my legs out because everything is full. I can't even recline the seat this time. That's how much more stuff I got packed in here compared to last time I did this. But yeah, so I'm going to attempt to sleep for a couple hours, and once I'm refreshed, I'll get back on the road. I'm actually kind of already refreshed. I'm getting a second wind because I finally got some food, and getting out and walking around a little bit kind of woke me up, but I can kind of feel my eyes are still a little heavy, so yeah, I'm going to rest for a little bit. I'm up to disc 3 out of my 6 discs on my audiobook. I looked inside here for another one in case I need it. Didn't find anything interesting, so I'm up to disc 3. Maybe I'll finish it by the time I get to where I'm going. Hard part is once the disc runs out, you gotta change it, and that's kind of hard to do when I'm going 70 down a highway. So I'm having to kind of switch between this and the radio until I stop someplace to get gas or whatever, then I pop in the next disc. So not sure how many more times I'm gonna be doing that, but yeah. So now I'm just kind of rambling. I'm gonna wrap this up and get whatever little bit of sleep I can, and I will catch up with you guys tomorrow for well, I guess it'll be day 3 video, but actually day 2 of traveling. So until then, have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.